So this thing looks like this. Right here, you got your pre-processing, you got your pre-assembly. Processing, it disappears. You don't know what happens. Then you got your assembly, you got your inspection to make sure everything is nice, like mayonnaise. And then you got your planning, planning. When you got your packaging,
and then it ships. Now you got your pre-assembly. Your pre-assembly goes to your empty warehouse. Look, there's nothing here. And then you got your control level, and you got your process management, and then smart sourcing, your suppliers. Smart distribution, your warehouse. Like I said, doesn't make sense. Why is in the warehouse here? But we move. Then you go to customer. Then from there, you go to control level. You go to process management level. You go to operations management level. Where you use Wi-Fi. Why aren't you using Wi-Fi here? I mean, you're doing automation. Everything was connected. Like they said, 4IR, fourth industrial revolution. Internet of things. But I'm using Wi-Fi only at the top. At the operations management level. You don't know. And then you get, last but not least, you go to an empty box. So why is it an empty box when it's a corporate executive management level? And it's an empty box. You see the notes I'm studying. They don't make sense. And then you got the real-time KPI. God, what is KPI? KPI is something. I forgot it, but it's something. You got KPI and then you got customer specific configuration of products. Is that supposed to happen in the... There's a lot going on. You see university, right? We don't need separate books for every you see, for every subject. We don't need our own book for each subject. If you want to make each subject have its own book, or I suppose I should say each module have its own book, what you must do, that's your own choice to buy that many books. But sometimes you are tight on the money when you are in a university, right? So what you end up doing is that use one book for many modules, right? And that is why sometimes time-saving hack that some of us people that we use in some of us students in university, what we use I'm just wasting my time doing this. I spent like 1 minute not getting to the point when I'm supposed to be here. You see, what we do to save some of the space in our books, we do something like this. Ignore the handwriting, but you see, we've got this space. We just underline like that. And then we've got an extra space that we do not have. And another example of that, you see, when you something like this, now, all the paper that you paid for, all that money is working hard. Ignore this space right here, isn't there? But you see, all the paper is being used to something effective, you see. So that is a one-time saving hack that some of us will use in university, to save, to make that money stretch. Some people, they say that they want money to be stretched. So that is one of the time-saving hacks. What am I doing? This thing is annoying. Subscribe to Lofi Girl. Very nice. Currently my energy is finished, Anyway, I should just get a job. Anyway, that's my anyway job. I'll make a lot of money and a lot of coins. So many zeros. 1 minus. The tip to enjoy studying is to enjoy yourself first. If you enjoy yourself, you won't have a problem. And buy the new disc. Not sponsored. But I don't have subscribers. Subscribe. Q method. Quality control method employed in parallel to a production line clearly indicate in parallel. Okay. I remember this one. Yeah, you remember my tip, guys. For students, without school like that. Simple. Now you got space there. You got space there. This space, maybe we use it, maybe we don't, but we got space there. You see, effective use of the page. Of the page. SQC. I don't have space. Okay. I don't have space to draw there or draw there for what I want to draw, so I'm gonna draw it here. But anyway, you got SQC. You've got you got a box there. You got another box there. I think no, you don't get a box there. You got this. You got that. You got that.
and then actually wait, you actually have that shape that goes there. You got statistical SQC, you get that, you verify, you get that, and then this is you identify the causes, and then I forgot, and then you verify. I've also forgot. This is SQC. 1, 2, 3, 4 marks, ne? 4 marks. Determine the Six Sigma level. Yeah, you see now when we're doing calculations, I can use this space. Turns out this one I'm not gonna use, but if you want to use it, just for some coloring. When I'm bored, just color. For no reason, just color. You can do that. Wanted to color in a lecture room when the lecture is boring you just want to sleep, want to live. You just color these empty spaces in your notebook. If it doesn't work, I am not responsible. I'm not responsible for any wasted space on your pages due to drawing.
The main objective of a statistical quality control is to achieve quality in the production and service organizations through the use of adequate statistical techniques. Answer the following 2 questions related to statistical quality control with the aid of a blah. Makes no sense. Basically, it is nonsense.
I forgot. Right. Successful implementation of the Six Sigma level. What will result in the total production 99.9997% as perfect as it can be, or rather 3.4 per 1 million opportunities. Tell me that isn't a perfect, because I know that it is perfection. That is Six Sigma level.
In case you were wondering,
Like I said, I'm studying on YouTube, because otherwise I would study normal. Regardless, let's get back. Find a new word. I'm not using anywhere anymore. I'm using regardless. Apparently, irregardless is a word. Comment down below on what you think. Imagine irregardless, but regardless, but irregardless. No. I mean, it's a double negative. Why using irregardless? Just use regardless. Moving forward. It's 2:57. Okay. So you identify. This pen likes volume. Don't know why. Perfection. 2 Sigma level. Study tip. Sometimes you will write the wrong answers. Not because you didn't study, but because you didn't sleep. Sometimes you must strike a balance. Which is why it's 3 now and I'm about to sleep. I'm just gonna finish this test. And then I'm out.
Why?
It is 4 degrees Celsius. The temperature where water melts. Not 0 degrees, people. It's 4 degrees. If you're outside in nature, right? Outside, right? There in the northern hemispheres. Yeah, my globe that I didn't use for my 12th episode. Link in description when it releases. So you see here in the north parts where there's snow, you see the ice. What the ice does, what the water does, right? What the water does, that you have let's take this space of air is water, right? Now what the water does is the first top level is going to be ice, but the rest of it is going to be water. Now that ice happens at 4 degrees Celsius, which is why the temperature where water melts. Yes, temperature water melts 4 degrees Celsius. That's when the top layer of water ice. Then the rest of it doesn't ice. You know why? I read your physics books in grade 12. Can't tell you everything. But yeah, it ice. And that's why your fishes are able to be alive. That's why you never get an ice block of fish.
That would be funny though. But anyway, that's why you don't get an ice block of fish in the veg market. As for why veg market is selling fish, I also do not know. But that is why you don't get an ice block of fish being sold. You see, the fish is normal and then it's frozen. That's a normal fish. I also don't know. But the fish is caught and then it is placed in ice. You don't get an ice block and in that ice block you get fish. No, that is because the top layer freezes at 4 degrees Celsius. So 4 degrees Celsius, 3 o'clock in the morning, water is freezing. I don't know when, but it's freezing in your freezer. Anyway, what I also want to show you is the OS. No, I don't want to show you that. But you have the OSI module. IT students, yeah, the fellow IT students, they know what I'm talking about. OSI level, you got your presentation at the top, you got your application, and then you got your basic sensor. No, you got your session, you got your transport, you got your data. And last but not least, I forgot the last one. Transmission is transmission. Network, yeah. Apparently it was network. OSI layer. OSI. No, I'm not gonna explain this. No. Basically, it's in IT. You got your 7 layers: presentation, application, session, transport, data. Layer 2, physical. What the heck is physical doing here? Anyway, you got your application. You got your application, you got your presentation, you got your session, you got your transport, you got your network, you got your totally, you got your physical. Okay, so first of all, you got your physical layer. I said I was not going to explain what I'm explaining, but anyway, you got your physical layer. In your physical layer, you got the physical connections and the physical lights, the mechanical and electrical connections, the transmit raw bit data stream, raw data moving from one place to another. That's your physical connection. I transfer 1 bit, you transfer me 1 bit. That's your physical connection. Second, your data link connection. And your data link connection, it establishes a data packet structure, framing, error detection, bus arbitration. Bus arbitration. What does that mean? In the physical, I need to. Now wait. In the OSI, top layers are built off of the bottom layers, right? As said here, every layer supports a protocol independent of other layers. Now, a protocol is a set of rules on how something works. Then that in Digital in grade 12, 2022. Right. Every layer supports a protocol independently of the other layers. Every layer product is services to the layer immediately above it. And then you got every layer requires the services of the layer immediately below it. Yes. And then layer 1 is the communication medium, electrical and mechanical connections. And layer 7 is provide the services to the user or an application. Right. And then OSI is an open systems interconnection module created by the International Standards Organization. We'll get into that in another video. Which is published standard ISO 7498 to provide a common basis for all computer network descriptions. But really? Anyway. Regardless. Now, the first layer is the physical layer, which is the mechanical and electrical connection that transmits raw bit data. Let's get technical. We put some embedded, we put some digital, we put some software. Right, some IT, right. So you got your mechanical electrical connection and put some electrical as well. So you got the connections in between the wires and then raw bit stream. What is a raw bit stream? That's sending the ones and zeros because, as everyone knows, computers speak in binary or machine code, which is ones and zeros. So that is your physical. Now, your data link. What is data link? What is you establish data packet structure, framing, and error detection or bus arbitration. I'll put this thing here so that you can follow along. So you got the data link. What is the data link? Now you got data packet. Data packet is a bit of so we have two computers. So computer 1, computer 2. Now computer here send message. Now sends a bit of data. So from 010101, let's say it's a byte. A byte is 8 bits. So yeah, they said 8 bits. That's connection with something to me. That is transmit, receiver, handshake, such as the TCP protocol. So I transmit data, you transmit the data. That is a data packet. So data packet is a packet of data. Why am I explaining? Now you got that. You got framing. I have no idea what framing is. You got error detection, which is a parity checking, which is to check if there's no errors in the data that you're sending. Let's say one of them is corrupted, one of the bits you're sending is corrupted, etc. And this error checking. And then bus arbitration, I am guessing that means that you've got 1, 2, 3 computers, you've got a main thing. Now what the bus is, it connects to everything, so they all speak to each other. Yeah, I'm just skimming through it. And then you got network. So you got your physical data link network. In the network, what you've got then, you've got end-to-end routing and resolving network addresses. Now, what is routing of packets? Routing is sending. So, with the data packets that you get, so from physical to data link, you're moving from electrical connection and you're moving to a data link where you're connecting things and sending much more road. You're not just sending road bits, now you're sending data packets that mean something. Yeah. Comment down below if you want me to go deeper into this subject. And yeah, and then you got the data link, you got the physical data link. Now you got your network. Network is the end-to-end routing of packets. So now sending and receiving actual communication in between them and resolving network addresses. So in a local area network, so we've got this thing where you've got 8 billion users, and let's say each person has a device. You've got 8 billion devices now that each connected, that each have to have their own IP addresses. That's a lot of numbers. So to solve that, you've got a local area network now. Each local area now, the local area below, you got your router. That router connects to the main internet. And that connects to the main internet, and you got your local area network. As for why I'm explaining this at 3 p.m., nobody knows. But you got your main area network, you got your main internet there, you got your local area. Now you got many sub-computers there. Now another local area network, what that helps you is to resolve. Now each one can have, let's say there's this local area network, there's another local area network. Now these two can have the same IP addresses because they don't connect with each other. Right? Like using the same variable in two different functions. They won't create problems because they're not related to each other. Because they're local variables. Now you got that. That's how you also resolve networking addresses. I'm guessing in this case means that you're setting up network addresses for each of the different devices. That's network transport. You're providing network independent, transparent, and message transfer. So you're just transferring using TCP and IP, because if it is transparent, you get hackers now that are able to get into your network, see what's happening, hack into your devices, access information, and yeah. Then you got your session, login session. So you log in, you do your things, you log out. That's a session. So yeah, connection management services for the application. You log in, you do your things, you log out. That's a session. And yeah, presentation. I mean, come on, it's presentation. Presentation to convert application data from network and local machine formats. Oh, that's different. So you got different file formats in your computer. Now you got your XC file, you got your XSLX file, which is an Excel file, spreadsheet file. Well, I know this because I've been using Excel quite a lot these days. But yeah, you got the XC file, you got your Word doc, you got the MP4, you got the MP3, you got a JPEG, you got a PNG, you got a WAV. We're dealing with a lot of file formats. Now converting in between those two. No wait, you got assembly, you got a C program, you got a Java program, you got a Python, you got an HTML, you got a PHP, I'm just naming programming languages at this point. And then you got assembly language, you got an ARM architecture, you got what do you have? You got an x86 architecture, you got an x64 architecture. So you got a C++ architecture, then you got a compiler, you got an object file, you got a link, you got a header file, you got a library. These are many different file formats to access, to use this thing in the best way. You got a markdown, you got a markdown format. There are many. But yeah, there are many now. You're converting between those many different file formats best suited for the application that you're using. That is presentation. Lastly, application provides the user with network capable applications. Application that access the network. So back to my study. Physical data. You got the physical and the data. So you got the physical bit streams, you got the data packets, then you got a network. Or you got a physical, you got data, the data needs to be sent. So you got a physical, you got a connection. What are you gonna do with connections? You got a connection, mechanical and thingy. What are you gonna do with that? You're gonna send data stream, you're gonna send data in between each data packets. After sending the data packets, you're sending, so data between 1 and 2. Now you need to send to many different things. Now you have a network. Now you send to many different things. And then to ensure that's happening properly, you go to transport. And in transport, I am guessing you have your TCP and your IP protocol. TCP, transmission control protocol, I think. And IP, internet protocol. And you have IP, you have IP4 and IP6. IP4 is all numbers, IP6 is alphanumeric, meaning you have alphabets and numbers. I know too much. Anyway. You got your network, and then you got your transport. Now you got transport. Now you can transport all of this securely. Oh wait, you got HTTPS as well. HTTPS, HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol, HTTPS, same thing with security. Right, so you got the transport. Out of the transport, you got the session. I log in, I do my things, I log out. That's my session. After my session, because let's say I log into my session, now I want to access Word, what I've been using for, I don't know why, Excel, or run a program on VS Code. You got your C, you got your Java, you got the C++, you got the PHP, you got your Word. Why are you programming on Word? You got your HTML, you got your CSS, you got your JS, you got your Java, PHP, ASP, .NET, C#, whatever. That's your presentation. And last but not least, you got your application. That is the OSI model. Open Systems Interconnection. I know my things. Funny enough, I don't feel like sitting down. Like I said, sometimes you will fail. No, not fail. You'll write the wrong things, not because you didn't study, but because you did not sleep, because you didn't read the question properly. Things happen. So I am going to skip. That happened in my software actually. I was supposed to get 100 and that happened, and I didn't get 100. Anyway, that's just me studying automation. I have a lot more energy. If you enjoyed this, well, comment down below. This is different from my normal persona that I show. So we'll just have to see what happens. We'll just see how it goes and everything. Well, there isn't much. I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of sentiments, but I can't really express it here on the thing. Anyway, comment what you want to comment. If you have anything to comment down below. For more videos like this, drop down in the link. Actually pretty easy to make. I just record and then do my things. So if you want to do more, if you want me to go into depth with the things that I went into, then comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm probably gonna release a lot more videos now, like a lot more, because that was my editor. So yeah, and then subscribe, share if you enjoyed this.
a different way to study. Studying doesn't have to be all gloomy listening and thinking. I do have my, let's say, fights and things with school because my video is coming out, you'll see it. But yeah, studying doesn't have to be one way. You just set up, make it your own, and roll with that. Regardless, like if you like the video, comment down below what you thought, any other thoughts, etc. Share to anyone you think this would be helpful to, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.